Hello, I'm Michael Glass from michaelglass.com, where we focus on making informed decisions about our financial future. And this is our video tutorial on our emini instruction video series. As a part of our video series, certainly we use different symbols, stocks, future symbols, and of course they should not be inferred as a trading recommendation because they are charts from the past and current market climates, but they're not to be inferred as a trading recommendation for this actual minute. Any investment that you choose, forex, stocks, futures, options, they all have a level of risk with them. You can lose all your money. And of course, as a part of our training you to identify high probability trading setups, we are going to use some replaying and some back testing to evaluate our trading strategy. Again, future results are not guaranteed, but the most important thing is any investment decision you make is still your own responsibility, trade at your own risk. So, as we said, we're here to talk to you about our video instruction curriculum. And the primary focus of our video course is to teach you to be an independent trader. Our little phrase here says, "He who trims himself to suit everyone will soon whittle himself away." I like to call it the Google cycle of trading, which is that people go and try to find all these holy grail tradings, and as they jump from system to system, as they whittle away what funds they have purchasing all these different systems, or they're wasting brain cells on all these different things, you whittle yourself away until where you get yourself into a paralysis analysis. And so what we want to do, and what our focus is to teach you to be an independent trader, show you how to identify high probability setups, show you how to develop a trader's mindset so that you can enact your system and become a consistent, profitable trader. In the book Trade Your Way to Financial Freedom, Dr. Van Thorp talks about successful traders have the ability to first learn about who they are as a trader, and then they design a system to fit them. Again, as you jump on Google and look for these different systems, you're learning to enact somebody else's system. And what we want to do is teach you to be independent and teach you how to design a system that matches who you are as a trader. Because many of those systems do work, but do they work for you? Are you willing to trade those systems the way they're supposed to? Or is it too much risk? Do you need to have more capital than you have? So we want to teach you so that you can be able to answer the questions about how are you going to protect yourself when the market goes against you. Cut your losses, let your winners run. Live the trade of the day is our mantra here at Movement with Mike. How and when do you take profits? How do you identify those locations to take profit, and locations where we have to say the cost of business, the trade didn't work? How are you going to position size? How much are you going to go all in, a third, a percentage? When you get your trigger, when your confirmation has been met and you get your signal to enter a trade, how much are you going to enter that trade with? And of course, what market is best designed for you? What instrument? We're focusing here on the E-minis, but there's the ES, which has a little bit more liquidity, and we have the YM that has a little bit more fluidity, and of course there's the NQ. So each one has their own little nuances that will help you in your trading style. Each one, you need to find the one that matches who you are. So as we said, this is our instructional video series, and we break it down into 3 separate series. Series 1, where we talk about the basics. Series 2, where we begin to create our trading plan, and then in our third series, we try to bring it all together. Once again, address the setups, talk about how we can use different things like market internals and routines for confirmation, and of course, we want to document and have a journal so we're making adjustments to the current climate. So let's talk about that. Series 1 is the building blocks. It's the basics. Here we're going to talk about, of course, trading in general. We're going to talk about trading for a living. And the most important thing, you got to understand the numbers. You got to understand futures. You got to understand E-minis. You got to, again, as we talked about, there's different values for the YM. There's different values for the ES and the NQ. You have to understand it. You can't just jump from one to one, and there's different dollar values. We want to make sure you understand the futures financial plan. And then we want to get into the technical analysis, chart patterns, technical indicators. And then we get into the aspect that many people overlook, but they're just as important. Managing the trade. How do we manage our portfolio? How do we manage the trade? The psychology of trading. How do we develop a trader's mindset so that we can follow our trade day after day after day? And of course, again, This is all general information, and then we have to devise the right trading plan, the right trading system that again aligns who we are as traders with the correct market, the correct style, the correct setup, and the correct money management. And so that's where we start to get into series 2, which is the actual trading plan component, where we give you a nice introduction of trading plans, and then we like to frame the market in how do we identify the direction of the market, how do we understand those locations where we want to identify as our targets and our stops. Again, that's our risk to reward ratio. What triggers can we use to, once we know the direction, the location, what is our trigger to get into trades? And then finally, how do we manage the trade? That is our second series. And then again, we want to bring it all together and talk about specific trading setups, talk about confirmation with market internals. We want to talk about the routines that you should have pre-market, during the market intraday, and of course after the market, how we're preparing ourselves, checklists and journals, how we're documenting the market so that we can make adjustments for the current market conditions, and we can see how our stops and targets are working for us. So we bring it all together here in our third series. So this is our video curriculum that we have for you. We take you from the basics all the way to advanced techniques. It's good for veteran traders. It's good for new traders. And again, we're going to give you unlimited access. You see, it's only $99. We're giving you all of that for $99. We're not trying to charge the $2,000 to $3,000 that you see many of these people trade, because we understand that the information alone is not what's going to transform your trading. And that's why we're throwing in a bonus coaching session, because you need someone that's going to help you develop that trader's mindset. And what we're hoping is that through purchasing our instructional video curriculum, that you'll take that next step to really make a change in your trading results by entering our mentor programs. We really look forward. If you're on our site, Michael Glass site, go ahead, right below right now you see the buy now button. Click on that. If you're watching us on YouTube or another site, there's our link, michaelglass.com/products.html. Click on that. All of that information for $99. We're not trying to oversell you. We're not trying to hype you. We're trying to give you good information, focused, to help you begin your trading career. And then we offer you great mentoring coaching programs, which we hope you'll consider to help you transform your trading. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you in our coaching program.